Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Gary here. It's a Wednesday morning. A week from today, I'll be in surgery. Getting my shoulder work done. Today's episode is going to be called Harleys. Harleys, you say? What do you mean Harleys? You know, Harley Davidsons, the motorcycles, the real loud ones, the ones that'll wake up the dead. Those kind. So, before I bought this condo, I've been here now a little bit over 10 years. I used to live in the inner city, not inner city, but considered city limits of Cincinnati in a little borough called Oakley, which was about, 7 miles from downtown Cincinnati. And when you live that close to the city, in the city limits, you have a lot more hustle bustle, you have a lot more activity, you have a lot more noise. Even if it's a suburb, every night of the week, I got used to hearing sirens going down the main road from where I lived. A lot of siren action. Just a lot of noise. And I decided I wanted to live further out. So I got out of the city limits and I moved to a different suburb where it was real quiet. It was a condo community with an HOA. If people don't know what HOA is, it means Homeowners Association. They're basically the people that oversee all the ins and outs, rules and regulations of the community. And you got to pay an HOA fee for that. So I traded in the downtown Cincinnati lifestyle, not downtown, but the city limits lifestyle, to the quaint, quiet community that I moved into. And my first impression was, wow, this is nice and quiet. Perfect. Nice and quiet. People just keep to themselves. I'm here a month. I was here 1 month. And I'm slowly getting to know some of my neighbors. They're nice. Most of them were, I'd say it was 50-50. 50% were retired and 50% were still working, including myself. So I had like 6 more years of work before I retired. More like 7 more years. I was like 7 more years. I'm here a month and I'm walking up now. Our mailboxes were what they call the gang box, where you had everyone's mail in one area. You had to go to the gang box. It was outside to get your mail. And I'm walking out my garage and I'm walking up the street. And now I have 6 other condos connected to mine. And I get almost to the end where my mailbox is, and I see this guy in the garage with the garage door open, on his knees, turning wrenches on a motorcycle. And I'd never seen him before. I know his mom lived there. His mom's name was Gloria. She's no longer alive. She died a few years ago. But he's this guy, and he looked like white trash. So for lack of a better term, I'm going to be honest. And he's turning wrenches. He's got a cigarette going in his mouth, turning wrenches on a Harley. I'm thinking, oh my, I hope this is temporary. I hope he's just hanging out, fixing his bike while he's visiting his mom. Let me tell you a little bit about Harley Davidsons. When you see one, it's never just one. People that have Harleys, they ride in groups. They ride in packs. And I thought to myself when I was getting my mail, I'm thinking, I'm praying that this is a temporary situation. Because now my property tax from where I was went up, because I'm in a nicer area. My property tax is way higher than what it was. My city taxes the township taxes are high. Everything's higher here. The last thing I want is a fucking Harley next door to me. When there's one, there's more than one. So moving forward, this was in the springtime when I moved in. Now I come home from work one day. This is like now 2 months later. I come home from work one day. I'm pulling up my street, and up the street where Gloria lives, her son's out there on his bike, checking something, with straight pipes. If you don't know what straight pipes are on a Harley, I'll tell you. It's no muffler, basically. It's so loud, it will shake the foundation of your fucking house. And what's next to him? 3 other Harleys in the driveway, all doing the same thing. All getting ready to go for a ride. And I'm thinking, what the fuck is this? You know? So I'm thinking, I'm not going to put up with this bullshit. I'm not going to put up with it. So I walk up the street as if I'm going to my mail. So I got to walk by his street, walk by his driveway. Now he sees me walking up, so he cuts his engine off, and the other clowns, they cut their engines, or they stop revving. And I walk up, get my mail, and I'm walking back, and he's looking at me. He goes, hey, how you doing? How you doing? My name's Sidney. I said, oh, hi, Sidney. I'm Gary. He goes, oh, looks like we're going to be neighbors. We're going to be neighbors. Now, he's got tats all over his neck, okay? Okay, from up here down, it's all tattoos. He's got a tattoo of a teardrop coming out of his eye, so I know he was in prison. That's what they do when they have teardrops on their eyes. All of his friends had tattoos everywhere. Oh, yeah. Bandanas around their heads instead of helmets. You ride a Harley, you don't wear a helmet. That's a pussy thing if you're a Harley guy. So you hit the ground, your head explodes like a watermelon on the street, so what? He goes, my friends call me Sid. But you can call me Sid if you want. I'll be living here for about 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. I'm gonna get my feet on the ground. I was down at hard times, so my mom let me live here for a few weeks. I won't be here long. It's nice meeting you, Gary. You have a nice day. Hey, if these bikes are ever too loud, just let me know. And as he said it, I'm looking at his buddies, and they're all giving me the evil eye. I'm thinking, oh, what the fuck? Needless to say, it was a lie. He did construction work. So when he wasn't riding his bike, he had his construction truck parked on the street in front of her fucking house. There's no on-street parking here. But he didn't care. He would park this big old work truck there overnight. And all the pussies, all the neighbors are a bunch of pussies on my street. Little scared little lambs. Oh, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I don't want to say anything. They're mean people. I'm not going to say anything. I call the fucking HOA. I started bitching. I said, I'll be going to hell if that's going to be on my street this summer. No fucking way. So I was writing letters to the HOA. What did the HOA do? Oh, well, they said they were going to talk to her. What's that going to do? It didn't do shit. This went on from August to September and to the beginning of October. And finally, because I was done with it, I called the sheriffs. At 11:30 one night, on a Saturday night, the Harleys were just pulling in from a party. They're all sitting out there partying. You could hear the music on the street. Sheriff's department came up the street, broke it up. Hey, noise ordinance till 11 o'clock. You guys are going to have to disperse things. Get it going. Get it out of here. And then they all have to leave. All the Harleys have to leave. Now there's 6 Harleys. They got to go rolling down the street because they're pissed. This went on, and he stayed at his mom's house with his Harley gang till the spring of the next year. So he was there a year. His mom went to the hospital. She had some kind of a kidney disease. His mom went in the hospital, and she never came out. Broke my heart. I didn't give a fuck. Figured if she dies, he's got to be gone because he's a loser. He's not going to be able to pay the city taxes. He's not going to be able to pay the HOA taxes. He's not going to be able to pay the property taxes. He's a fucking loser. So after she's in the hospital and she never comes out of the hospital, he has to pack up and leave. No shit. How about that? So he has to leave. Hallelujah. So living in an HOA in a nice condo community is not the fail-safe. All it takes is one Harley. And it's nothing against guys that ride Harleys. I have friends that have had Harleys. but they ride in packs. There's never a single Harley anywhere you go. They ride in packs. Oh, hey, get the guys over. We're going to get some Old Milwaukee's Best. Yeah, get some of that Old Milwaukee's Best lie. Yeah, get some cigarettes too. I like to roll them up my sleeve. Yeah, we're going to be cleaning up our box out here. We got a real nice place here. You know, Sid's mama has him living with him. We'll be living up here. Yeah. And then the biker bitches were with the biker guys. Real skank. Oh, I mean, you couldn't see the skin on their body. It was all covered with tattoos with the biker bitches and the guys. So by March of the following year, it was crickets. There was a for sale sign in the front yard of that condo. But they left their mark on the street, see? So they had done some work on their bikes, and now there's still an oil stain about 25 feet long from their driveway all the way down in front of mine. Maybe they changed their oil on their bike one night. Let it just drip on the street. That's what white trash does. So you can never be careful where you live. You could live in a nicer area like I live in a very nice area. But when you got bikes, you're fucked. And I had to put up with that for a solid, well, not in the winter, because in the winter you couldn't ride his motorcycle. But during the summer months, fuck, every night. He probably spent time in the penitentiary. Yeah, I would think he would. But yeah, finally he left. And after he left, all the neighbors were talking. You know, we had these driveway drinking parties, and the neighbors saying, "Oh, I'm glad he's left." Well, no help from you. I was the one that bitched. All you fuckers just sat there like little mice, like, "Oh, I can't say anything. Oh, I'm so afraid. The biker people are mean." So now you're sitting there in the driveway saying, "Oh, it's great that they left." Well, no thanks to you, bunch of fucking pussies. That's what I said to him. I don't pull anything. I don't pull punches. I let him know. Say, you know, you people are weak. I was the one writing letters to the HOA. I'm the one that called the sheriff's department twice. So when you see one Harley, you see a bunch. And if you see a bunch and you're happy, if you're going to go buy a house somewhere or a condo, drive around the community. If you see any Harleys, don't buy anything in that area. You'll lose sleep and it'll be stressful because they don't give a fuck. I think they rev those engines just to get attention, to make a statement. That's all I got. I'm going to go look at cars today. I'm going to sell my Cadillac. I've had my fun with it. All right. You guys have a fantastic Wednesday, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Take care of yourselves and each other. Thanks for listening to me rant about Harleys today. Peace out.